Hello, everybody. Sorry, right before I got on stream, I watched the Minecraft skeleton video, and I wanted to recreate it. Rate my recreation, please.
I love power, I love capitalism.
I'll let you be my trad wife, Pookie.
Thank you very much. Yes, I am contemplating becoming a barefoot pregnant trad wife. It just seems like sort of a chill lifestyle. I watched that light-skinned lady that be getting choked on TikTok. Seemed like a chill lifestyle. What the hell is her name? I can't even remember. Are we doing Deep Rock or the video I wanted to watch? We're doing the video you wanted to watch. I want to see goddamn, I don't know. I want to do a react stream because we haven't done one in a long time. Yo, what the fuck goes on in TikTok? Y'all don't know what I'm talking about? Dude, I just seem freaked out. Do I seem like an absolute goober talking? You know what I'm talking about? It's that lady that be getting choked by her husband on stream. You know what I'm talking about? Or on TikTok, sorry. Yo, I love your videos. Thank you very much. Who? Oh, dude, fuck. I seem like an absolute goomba. I don't remember her name. She's like a model. She's dating or married to another model, and she does these videos where she's like, guys, today we are making cereal from scratch for my two little kids, and their names are like, goddamn, Swan. Her kids' names are like Swan and like Solstice. She's like, I'm making cereal from scratch for Swan and Solstice. And then her husband is like choking her the whole time and like slapping her around and stuff. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I've seen too much shit on TikTok, brother. Me too. All my videos are either like people dying. Well, people dying is most of it. Unfortunately, I've talked about it many times, but I can't stop seeing skydivers and like hitting bridges. I can't stop seeing skydivers hitting bridges, man. It's unavoidable for me for some reason. Nobody cares, brother. What do you think this is? I'm here to yap about random shit, of course. I know exactly who you're talking about. Okay, cool. At least one person knows what I'm talking about. Mods, tie his nuts to the ceiling fan. Ye must be afraid of a man with long nuts, though. The ball sack can be used as a horrific weapon if the length provides it, dude. I've talked about this before, but I went to a summer camp where this was back when I was a kid, back before, people really had any fear about like pedophilia. And we would share locker rooms with the public because it was a swimming pool that was open to the public. So I was like, whatever, like 7, sharing a locker room with a bunch of old men. Brother, they had some nunchuck nuts, dude. Holy. They could start, huss, huss, huss. I was ducking and weaving those nuts in there, dude. Seriously. That's where I learned how to bob and weave, brother. I learned serious boxing skills inside of that goddamn swimming pool locker room. That's a cool combination of emotes. You're letting me pull out the old magic. I appreciate that, Fizzy. Runk, I'm gonna force you to play World of Goo. Brother, I live in a world of goo. Come on, brother. Come on. Folks be busting. Sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying. Nutchucks, you say? Dude, perfect name for him. Yeah, there you go. Nutchucks. I rub hot Cheetos on my nuts to Runk. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if the tiger, who's the spokesperson for Cheetos, appreciates having balls on his face, but hey, to each their own. Yo, Runk, about to start Summoner run in Terraria. First time I've done anything other than Melee. Good luck, brother. I don't know what that means, but let's go. Nice. Does that mean you have like you're like the Sung Jin Woo of Terraria? I assume Summoner means you're like summoning shit, right? What ye Runk be reacting to today? I have no idea. There was a video one of my mods, Sato, wanted me to watch, and I said I'd do a stream just to watch it. So here I am on an off day. Normally, due to my new schedule, I'm not supposed to be live today, but I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Follow up on my promises, which I rarely do. Runk went live right when I got home from work. W, hell yeah, Lions, nice. Runk, stop. Yeah, what's up, Alan? Stop egoing me. I need this. My messages are kind of unread. I got you. I read that one at the very least. Watch how to play AFL. Dude, okay. This is a new account. Did you you're the same guy. you're the same guy, and you have like a Kalshi bet on a streamer reacting to AFL or some shit. React to my TikToks, JK. I mean, I'll look at whatever. Oh, there we go. Sato sent the link. Okay, cool. I'm gonna talk for a little bit per use, and then we can get into it. Hooters, the paradox of family-friendly restaurants. Okay. Anybody who's a big fan of Bahonga Wungis, this stream is for you. This stream is for any boob fans, I suppose. Ruck the Cuck. Dude, no. That's such a bad nickname. That is my least favorite one. Let's stick with Ruck. Dude, I'm a famous hater of cucks, dude. That was my first video, was shitting on cucks. That's how my internet career started. Bowling Man is just only dog shit spam. Oh, he got banned. That's fine. If you enter Tennessee, he will be sedated and have your finger and toenails surgically removed, leaving only smooth skin, and you will never be able to satisfy an itch without external help. Okay. Honestly, it sounds like you're condemning me to a life of being pet. I don't know that I'm really that bothered by that. Oh, no, I have to have an assistant who gives me scratches all the time. Oh, oh no, dude. Runk, react to gooning. What? You want me to be giving commentary on stroke techniques? What's going on? Dude, basketball commentary, but it's just about gooning. Oh, LeBron with the backhand technique. LeBron with the reverse grip. Coming straight out of hell. LeBron with the reverse grip. Oh my God. He's two-handing. Lord knows I can't do that. Sorry. Can you watch the Lacy Flash Games playlist on YouTube if we can? Probably not today. I don't feel like being live for that long. I'm just gonna react to this one video and then I'm gonna hop off. Runk likes getting pet confirmed. Okay. I mean, who doesn't? React to gooning. That's cracking me up. Dude, that's LFAPS. Grip too tight. Okay. What am I? I mean, never mind. Never mind. LeBron with the noog. Reversed goon. What is a reversed goon? Oh my God. Is that like vacuum cleaner tech? What are we talking about, dude? We're fucking 10 minutes in. Okay. Let me lock in. My girl cheated, so you know what that means. Getting absolutely obliterated and high on everything I can get my hands on. Dude, your girl cheated. That sucks, man. I'm sorry. That's absolutely terrible. I'm so lucky I've never been cheated on in my life. I don't know how I would handle that. To be honest, I don't know that I could with any level of chill. And he busts as soon as the video does too. Oh my God, the timing is immaculate. It's a new record. The synchronicity that LeBron has displayed while gooning is just from a different planet. I mean, is this guy even human? The alien from Akron, Ohio, busting at the same time as the video. Sorry. The freaky void, dude. You already know it. Mods, make it so that whenever he is in front of a bunch of people, he has a really bad itch on his balls and he has to scratch. Brother, I'm the kind of person that'll just, you know, I'm a yanker. I'm a yanker, man. I don't care. I'm tugging. I'm tugging out in public like a goddamn tugboat. I got no shame. I got it. You know, you have to handle that. Because what's the better option? You're walking around with that goddamn like doe flamingo walk, trying to fix it, walking all wide and shit like a turkey. Like I'm not gonna do that. Everyone knows what's happening when you do that anyway. You should check out my manga setup in Creative Corner Trust. You low-key stopped ignoring me or some calm shit, because low-key my setup is tough, low-key. Gotta act nonchalant to get red now. Sure, I can check that out. I've been cheated on a few times by different people. Unfortunate, but the best thing you can do is choose yourself. Yeah, still, I'm like, dude, I'm like, someone's gotta die. I'm not serious, but that's where my heart would be at. You know what I mean? I really could not handle that at all. Runk, I know the stream is for the one video, but there's one in Stream Rex that's really funny. Okay. I mean, I'm about to open the Discord, so I can take a look at it. Not necessarily watch it for sure. I mean, we could just run another React stream tomorrow, because I'm gonna be live tomorrow at 6. Mods, make his fingernail grow downward slightly, just enough to hurt. Dude, do you know that old guy who like I think he was from India, and he vowed to never cut his fingernails ever? He just looks like he has spaghetti coming off of it, coming off of his hands. Ew. Ew. Dude, gross. I think he was doing it for like religious reasons, so, you know, prayers up, whatever. But I feel like you'd just be pulling up to your God. I don't know what religion he believes in. I think he's probably a Buddhist. I think you'd be pulling up in front of Buddha and he'd go, ugh. Ugh, brother. What? How are you grabbing anything? That's nasty. Mods, make it so that he has an itch on his dit next to someone. See, that's what I'm saying. Again, like I have no issue with that. Brother, ew. Exactly. Dude, I feel like Buddha would see that and be like, that is not part of the golden path, man. Leave. Get some clippers. You're not allowed to enter Nirvana. That's nasty. Has anyone ever shaved their pubes and it looks like a labubu got taken out? Okay, are you looking for a relatable moment there? I feel like that's a preposterous amount of hair. A whole labubu, brother? You gotta be handling that more frequently. No. Okay, so just in general. I see. Runk, this week, should I do the Doflamingo every time I get up to go bowling? Yeah, that would go hard. I feel like that would assert dominance on the crowd. You know, back when people used to do like green line or like cock shame, is that too terminally online? You know what I'm talking about? They'd be like, he's leaning towards his girlfriend, so he's the beta. He's crossing his legs, so he has cock shame. You know what I'm talking about? I'm saying a lot of things that probably seem like, I don't know, terminally online. Anyway, I feel like that shows a lot of cock pride. Mods, banish him to forever debate with a Looksmaxer, Black Pill, AI bro, hypercapitalist. Oh, God. I made a video. Runk, please, the video. I'm going to get to it in 1 second. This is the last thing I'll say. I made a video making fun of Clavicular. And oh my God, the DMs I was inundated with. I deleted the video just because, like, they're the most insufferable people. Like, oh my God. They would, like, it's weird having people intellectualize insults where they're calling you, like, you know, a sub-3 subhuman, and you're like, that's fine to insult me. I get insulted all the time, but bringing in like race science into it is just crazy. Like, crazy. I had a dude DM me being like, how do you have white genetics, but you don't look like one of the what the fuck did he say? How do you have white genetics, but you're still ugly? Like you don't have any benefits of being Caucasian? What? Troglodyte ass insult? Yeah, dude, I got DM'd so much of that shit. It was terrible. They're still on my page, kind of too. Dude, Clav fans don't play around, dude. They just like sit around and bone smash and hate DM people. Omega, I'll be in your dreams tonight, and I'll bone smash your face like a Looksmaxer, but a little bit too far, and I'm just gonna cave your whole shit in. I'm gonna be like, no, I'm improving his jawline, and after you have a concave forehead, I'm gonna be like, whoops, whoops, my bad. Turned your head into a cereal bowl, homie. Dog status, is that a thing they say too? Jesus Christ. Superfan, I'll be in your dreams as well, and Slime, and I'm gonna do the same thing, dude. All of y'all are getting turned into bowls. Runk the video. Okay, yes. All right. Hold on. Let this ad play out first, so y'all don't have to listen to that. Um, if worse comes to worse, my homegirl done told me she want to bounce on it. Hey, there you go. Come on, you got a little treat on the side. Wait, creative corner. I'll check after. You're just gonna have to remind me. Oh, I'm asking about the dog. I thought you were saying they were like dog faced. Like, I don't know. That sounds like something Looksmaxes would say. The dog is in fact still alive, which I'm not gonna give any context to for anybody new in here because it's hard to explain, to be honest. I was a new streamer at the time. Whatever. Whatever. This reminds me of the time there was this Jesus statue in Spain, and it started leaking water from its hands, and people started bottling it and selling it and saying it was holy, but it turns out the bathroom on the other side of the wall was installed was leaking, and it was all shit water. Oh! Oh my God, brother. They were sipping on that sanctified dookie. What? That's disgusting. Holy shit. Mods, curse him into the form of a Vigil AI model. What the fuck is Vigil AI? There's so many dumbass AI companies. Dude, there are... Okay, wait. Fuck, this will be the last thing I say. I am constantly inundated with AI ad sponsorships. I've literally turned down like $10,000 worth of sponsorships for TikTok and Reel videos for these dumbass AI companies that are like trying to sell people AI friends. It's so fucking gross and weird. It'll be like all the companies are like, we offer Snapchat filters that are powered by generative AI, and you can also become friends with these chatbots. 10K, yeah, I've turned down like $10,000 worth of sponsorships on aggregate. I'm not big enough to have like one $10,000 sponsorship, but on aggregate.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
If you feel like reacting to more tonight, I PM'd you a link, Lamau.
Word. Well, we'll see how I feel. Vigil AI is the rotoscoping of AI. Oh, it's that like thing that makes okay, I know what you're talking about. It's like that dog dancing video that went viral a while ago. Mods, put him in the shame corner. Mods, make him ask out his crush and make her laugh at him for eternity. Dude, that happened to me. I asked out a girl over school email and she never talked to me again. That was back in middle school though. Relic Blonde kidnapped my dog and won't release them unless you donate. I'm forced to mod to make sure it's a good environment to donate. Hey man, small streamers got to get it how you live it, okay? If you're a small streamer and you want mods, you know, buy some zip ties. Buy some zip ties, I suppose. Weird Al is the white person, moth to a flame. I mean, you're not wrong. I used to be a fan of Weird Al. I used to be rapping Amish Paradise, dude. I'm in there. I'm in there, dude. I'm singing a song about churning butter over a 90s hip-hop beat. I've turned people down and in turn have been chased down by their friends. Creepy shit. Ew, what the fuck? That's weird. Why'd they send the mob after you? That's really strange. My teacher, when the Minecraft movie came out, he blasted Lava Chicken for a week straight. Oh my God, that would be insufferable. That would be insufferable. I think that you would have to do him like the Lava Chicken, man. Cast him into the crest of Mount Fuji. I fuck with Weird Al. Yeah, Weird Al's chill. Not a fan like I used to be, but he's chill. Okay. Refocus. We're watching a video about boob restaurants. It's called Hooters, the Paradox of Family-Friendly Restaurants. Everyone fucks with Weird Al. Runk, I might come out to my homophobic dad this weekend. Do you think I should or no? If you feel like you are required to from deep within your soul, then sure. But if you're doing it just because it's like a thing to do, then I would probably say no. Mods, make his eye itch while he's eating hot Cheetos. Brother, I know about a wrist scratch. I'm doing it right now. I'm totally fine. When my cousin came out to his Christian parents, he thought they were going to be really disrespectful, like banish him or something. When he came out to his parents, they were really chill about it. So don't assume that people are going to judge you the way they think you will. Yeah, that is true. On the inverse side of it, I know some people who came out to their families and weren't like banished or anything, but it's just like was a largely an inconvenience for them. So it's complicated and personal. I wish you the best. Don't really take my advice, unfortunately. I don't know you well enough to give advice on that. Okay. Hooters, the paradox of family-friendly restaurants. Sorry, I'm missing your messages. Let's go. Oh.
In my head. I've had this song stuck in my head.
You gotta get down to Hooters, have a drink, catch the game, get yourself some awesome wings. It's the place to do your thing. You gotta get down to Hooters.
I feel like some of these boobs aren't honking enough for Hooters. I'm just saying if it's a restaurant.
Gotta get down to Hooters. So you must now suffer with me. This is one of Hooters' more boring commercials, in my opinion. They have some bangers.
January is hot with the Music City Motorcycle Show and Expo 2006.
American Custom Bike.
I feel like the Hooters training arc is much more like, here's what to do when a man who's clearly wearing like a wedding band tries to grab your ass. Original Gooner ads? Yeah, that's true. This era of marketing is so crazy to look back on. Turn the video up? Okay, sure. Give me 1 second. Boobies? Okay. All right. But anyway, the training arc for them is much more bleak, I feel, than some like, you know, faux military thing.
At Hooters, our girls earn their
Here's what to do when a husband brings his wife to work and she tries to kill you because he can't stop looking at your honkers. Duck and weave.
wings every day.
Hooters. It's not just a restaurant. It's an adventure.
There's plenty more where that came from. Today, we're going to ask, what is Hooters? How is Hooters? We're going to look at its lore, its controversies, the good, the bad, and the ugly. There was even a Hooters airline. What? It's going to be a hoot. Hooters is a 42-year-old international restaurant chain, which recently had a near-death experience, but
Dude, how much of a gooner do you have to be to buy a Hooters airline ticket? What the fuck? That's crazy, dude. How are you trying to goon on like a overnight flight? I feel like 1 hour in, you'd be like, these boobs are largely an inconvenience. They're like bringing you the confectionery crackers, trying to pop all that cleavage in your face.
I love
Dude.
money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Mods, insert a full tube of toothpaste into his urethra.
Brother, I'm not afraid of a pipe cleaner. Anyway, holy shit, that's crazy. I mean, I feel like being bricked on an airline seat would be largely uncomfortable. You'd be around a bunch of other bricked 50-year-old men. What? That's gross, dude. Just you and a bunch of 50-year-old dudes with a boner in a fixed room. Gross.
has thankfully been resuscitated. This year, in fact. The year is 2025.
Oh, shit, I
in
thought
case
they went
you're watching
bankrupt.
in the future.
Ultra
Hello,
gooning?
sorry about climate change. I am, in fact, personally
That really is the ultra marathon of gooning. Being in a Hooters airline seat, bricked for like 6 hours. There's no way that's healthy. You'd be getting off the plane with a new need for like a fucking Viagra subscription for sure.
responsible, so my bad. Anywho, Hooters is a restaurant chain, but more specifically, a boobs and beer emporium. They are restaurants. Its USP is chicken wings and Hooters girls, i.e. women servers who look good and serve an enticing eyeful along with your beer and wings. The name Hooters references the owl mascot because owls hoot, but it is also in reference to Hooters as in US slang for boobies.
And I believe it's derogatory to refer to a woman's breasts as boobs, jugs, Winnebagos, or golden bozos. And you should only refer to them as Hooters.
Hooters has lore.
I didn't know
which
that.
I'm going to get into.
Why is the minimum 50 bits? People kept spamming 1 bit every time for a couple streams ago. Do they have a leaderboard at Hooters, brother? For what? Are you talking about on the airline who stays brick the longest? What? That's crazy. Yeah, dude, they give out a golden star for the guy who can keep it up for the whole transatlantic flight. Um, it's like a little badge of honor, dude. You were bricked all the way from New York to Paris. For top spender or most gooning. Top spender would make sense. I mean, they have VIP sections at like strip clubs, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was involved in some way. I unironically like Cracker Barrel, but that always weirds me out. Cracker Barrel, I fuck with Cracker Barrel. I mean, the food is mid, but I like that little peg game.
But first, I'd like to introduce myself.
Mad, like, low-key stepping in there, you're like, I am definitely in a den of the Confederacy. Anytime you step into a Cracker Barrel, you are inside of the general's room for the Confederacy, for sure. Read my last message. What do you say? Mods, make him take a piss while chopping peppers and not wash his hands before he pisses so his dick catches on fire. Okay. Happy I scrolled up.
Channel. My name is Tara Mooney, and this is the only channel on YouTube where all videos are written and produced by a cow. She couldn't be in the video today because she's actually at Hooters in Newcastle. She got the train up there all by herself. And yes, we do have Hooters in the UK, only 3 branches, which I'll get into later. But anyways, if you like this video and subscribe, she might appear in the next video. Just saying.
The rise and fall of Hooters.
Don't mind me, just hydrating.
Dude, the cups look like boobs too. It's everything, dude. This is titty inception. I feel like that's overwhelming. I feel like this much boob takes away the specialty of boobs. You know what I mean? It's like oversaturation. In Cracker Barrel, I get jump scared by old conservatives. It's crazy. I don't feel like it's fair for you to say you're getting jump scared by old conservatives in Cracker Barrel. You went to their home. To be clear, I mean, you kind of pulled up to their domain.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Relic the type of guy to be collected by Traz in the Infinite because he's so rare.
Thank you very much. I don't know who Trazine the Infinite is, but I don't mind being part of a collection, dude. My goddamn banner for this stream says contemplating becoming a barefoot tradwife, so I'm in there. I went to their HQ. That's what I'm saying. That's their HQ. I got pegged at Cracker Barrel when I was 20. A little play on words because of the peg game. Smart.
Conceived in Clearwater, Florida on April 1st, 1983. It was founded by 6 guys who were just businessmen guys. You don't need to know their names. The ethos behind it was to create a place that they couldn't get kicked out of. The incorporation date was on April Fool's Day because the whole venture was a bit of a joke that they expected to fail.
Dude, do you know how creepy you have to be to create a restaurant that you can't get kicked out of because you're harassing workers too often? Jesus Christ.
The first restaurant was built on the site of a former rundown nightclub. They purchased it at a low price because many businesses had failed there. In fact, they even put up a graveyard for the previous businesses. And the restaurant doors officially opened in October 1983. It then got sold to a bunch of Atlanta investors the next year, and the rest is history, which I'll tell you about now. I'm gonna put this down. It's quite heavy. There were 2 key features that made Hooters boom. 1, the chicken wings. Hooters didn't invent chicken wings, but they popularized their version. They were a hit. 2, the Hooters girls, of course. Frankly, this is the main selling point, and I don't think Hooters would be here if it weren't for the Hooters girls. The original Hooters girl is Lynn Austin, who worked for the debut branch in Clearwater, Florida, and appeared in the first ever Hooters commercial.
If you like what you see here on the outside, you're gonna love what you'll see on the inside. The recipe for Hooters chicken wings is so secret, even our cooks aren't allowed to know it. Do you know why our beer is so cold here at Hooters? Because we keep it in the refrigerator.
I feel like this era, give me femboy Hooters. I feel like they have that. Didn't we talk about that before? Isn't there like a femboy Hooters in Canada? Oh, Canada. I don't know. Maybe go up there. Maybe go fuck with some I don't know, some absolutely boobed up femboy Hooters employees who are going to call you like broski while they, I don't know, put their bulge in your salad. I don't know. If that's what you're into. Great. Now I have a boner. That's what I'm saying. Like, this era of advertising, I feel like we live in a much more sexually liberated society now, but I the saturation of sexual ads back then combined with like the weird sexual repression culturally that was going on was so strange. Cuz all of them were like, "Yes, dude, put boobs in all of my ads and I want a boner and then I want to be ashamed about it." What? That's so weird. Like what a weird mood to be in for all these men. You know what I mean? Like getting off a Sunday church, pulling up to a Hooters, and then getting mad that I don't know, getting mad about it. I don't know. It's very strange. Um, does anyone else think it's kind of weird that establishments and performers like this always kind of go for like a personality list character, or are just like that? Like I feel like it would have more appeal if they had personality. Misogyny. I mean, at the time, shaming kink, shame kink. Yeah, that's true. But on a societal level, I feel like it was a subliminal shame kink. You know what I mean? Which was crazy. It was a repression that literally led to people like getting like physically harmed and shit. Um, which is a bummer. we're doing better than we were. As terrible as things are right now, as far as like sexual liberation goes, it's definitely a lot better than dudes like demanding having breast and boob and everything they look at and then getting mad that they're hard and like punching people. You know? Gay Hooters on top. Yeah, what's that one called? I can't remember. Was it called like Spanx or some shit? I'm moving to Canada now. Well, best of luck, brother. I don't know. Pour syrup on the femboys at Femboy Hooters. If I win the rock, paper, scissors, you have to do a stream called Unredact Your Files and never mention any files whatsoever. Okay, so you want me to become like a mouthpiece for the FBI? Is that what you're interested in? If you ego my last message, I'm gonna do not so good things to myself. Runk, I gotta go to bed. Read this. This is my last reminder before I go. I kind of gotta go to bed in 10 minutes. If I'm lucky, my dad will get home early and go to bed, and then it's delayed by at least 2 hours. I will watch the VOD. Don't forget to look at my stuff. Okay, I will. I'll check it out. Good night, brother. Have a good one. Is it weird that I think the internet has like made things way better for sex workers in a way where like they don't have to physically be there or get like TV contracts? No, that's real and true. You're not at danger of, you know, being in contact with your clientele because there are a lot of people who are involved with sex workers who are, you know, nefarious actors. A lot of people are normal and will be normal customers, but I mean, talk to any stripper. Like motherfuckers get grabby, dude. It's gross. Girls Gone Wild ads had a little 12-year-old me wondering the meaning of life. I was a weirdo. See, when I was a kid, dude, I never found like when I first found women attractive, it was never from like a Arby's ad of like a woman eating a sloppy ass roast beef sandwich. I don't know why. That just like never really grabbed me. Press play, I will. Okay.
Hey, kids. You want to do your dad a really big favor? Tell your mom you want to go to Hooters.
She was their spokeswoman. She appeared on billboards and in commercials.
Bet she
in
got
fact,
paid jack shit.
anything that had a lady on show to be a moneymaker, Hooters did. They started bikini nights where servers would just wear bikinis. Since 1986, they've had Hooters calendars featuring the Hooters girls, with signings taking place at some of their restaurants. Since 1996, Hooters has held the Miss Hooters International Swimsuit Pageant. But
have a pageant?
the practice of almost exclusively hiring women has been met with opposition. In 1997, 3 men successfully sued Hooters after being denied employment at the Orland Park, Illinois restaurant. There's been multiple like this. Hooters have settled each time on the basis that they would continue to only hire female waitstaff, but create jobs for any genders like bartenders, hosts. Their argument is that Hooters waitresses aren't just waitresses, but also entertainers.
Hi, my name is Jordan from the Hooters of Noonan, Georgia. I am going to demonstrate the art of hula hooping. First and foremost, you want to select the perfect hula hoop. Let's just say I'm as picky about my hula hoop as I am about my men.
Hooters makes you happy. They responded to the controversy with a campaign.
Who are the exceptions to the rule where they would only hire like boobed up 20-year-olds? Who was the exception? Was there some like I don't know, some sort of like girthy fellow with some perky man boobs? They were like, well, normally we don't go for dong, but those are awfully bouncy. We'll take you. Managers' bodyguards? I mean, maybe so, but I feel like the way she implied that was like wait staff. What couple goes to Hooters? I don't know. Old men dragging their wife along that are very soon to divorce. I feel like that's probably the one exception. Me, I am the exception. Okay, so you're rocking some perky man boobs. Well, let's go, brother. I'm happy for you.
Involving a
Yo, bounce those things for the one time, homie.
character named Vince.
Dedicated to everybody in this stream.
In order to show how silly it would be to make a business sexualizing men in little skimpy shorts. And the Hooters girls march on Washington. I guess Magic Mike wasn't a thing yet. Sexualizing women? For male customers, makes way more money. As they've stated in some of their job listings, we're looking for a few good men and a lot of great women. Let me remind you that throughout all of this, Hooters have maintained that they are a family-friendly establishment. To be fair, if you look at their earlier commercials, I guess you could say it's more oriented to family fun. But once you get to the noughties, the horniness, I mean, it just gets silly.
Hooters is the place to check out the games. So come and watch. The game.
Why? Look at this.
They were not subtle about it.
What is the opposite of the fountain of youth?
I feel like Hooters was what happened to Superfan Bob. What'd he do? Correct my shit again? Oh, God. I want men in skimpy clothes. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I think at the time they were just like too afraid to activate the gay market, but you can make so much money from the queer community. Like, oh my God. I feel like especially because there's not many like restaurants and businesses that are explicitly catered toward the queer community. Dude, you can make fat racks from that for sure. Which I know is already happening right now. Like there is a male Hooters where they're making good money. They're, you know, showing off goddamn what do they call those? Like the Dick V. That whole thing. Gay Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know that would be as applicable because Chuck E. Cheese is like mostly kids, so I feel like the kids would be like, hey, why is Chuck E. Cheese like humping the ground? I'm confused. Why is Chuck E. Cheese in a thong? He is a mouse. Give me a Butch Hooters, I'll go every day. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you feel like you could activate way more markets than they were just with this. Also, in general, I feel like old men aren't big spenders generally. You mean the pelvis runkle? Yes. The V line thing. You know what I'm talking about. At least from my experience working in food service. Granted, I don't have big old honka jamungies, but they were very, very cum gutters. Yeah, I was avoiding saying that because it's just a little crass. But all the old men I ever encountered when I worked in fast food for like the 3 years that I did were very stingy with their tips. Like they were not big spenders at all. Enough of these memories. When am I going to see man tits? Well, you got to go to that Canadian femboy bar. That's how you'll get it. I never really found women attractive until I touched a tit for the first time. Dude is the opposite of Denji. Good God. Yeah, because you didn't have boobs. I said that. That was my stipulation. But still, like, I feel like they're not big spenders. I mean, I never saw them tip the women at my jobs all that much, really. They would just like throw out like gross comments. That was most of what you got. For the most part. Anyway.
Look at how wise they are out there.
I wish I didn't have huge eyes and great vision.
Ethel, you look great.
You know what I can use right now? A burger. Let's go to Hooters for lunch. I'm buying. I'll buy.
Stay focused, man. We're saving lives right now.
I just threw up in my beak.
Before
Hey, dude, leave the gilfs alone, man. Damn. Come on. Come on. Hop up in them catacombs. If you want, someone else will. Someone else will. Someone else will become your grandma's favorite grandkid. You don't watch out.
it was camp. Oh my God, the airline. I need to talk about the airline. So I know I said
That's
that
what I'm
knowing
curious
the names of
about.
the guys behind Hooters wasn't important, but I will give you one name. Robert Brooks. He was involved since the 80s, but became chairman in 2002, and he is to thank for Hooters Air. So, here's some lore. Hooters had been sponsoring NASCAR drivers since the 90s, including NASCAR driver Alan Kulwicki in 1992. But then, on April 1st, 1993, Kulwicki, along with Robert Brooks' son and others, were killed on a Hooters corporate plane in a crash in Tennessee. I only realized.
What? Oh my God, dude. They done did the motorboating 9/11. Holy shit. That's crazy. He looks gross. Hey, man, he's an old man. Or yeah, every dude in here who's white at the very least is going to look like that at some point. Just a goddamn ball of skin, dude. I've made jokes about that before, that tendernism look. You get shaken by your shoulders, all your meat falls off. Dude, it's going to happen. You live long enough. That's crazy, dude. Hooters 9/11 is wild. Hey, man, at least you died with a rack in your face. Like, is that what they're supposed to be thinking? Whatever.
Were killed on a Hooters corporate plane in a crash in Tennessee. I only realised when editing what a rough segue this is, so I'm not laughing at the tragedy. It's really sad. I'm laughing at myself.
I just did laugh at the tragedy. Rest in peace of those people. She just chin-checked me morally. Throwing that out there.
And my lack of foresight. So then, in 2003, Brooks introduced Hooters Air, along with the slogan, "Fly a mile high with..."
They introduced Hooters Air after the fucking boob crash? How? That's such bad PR. That's crazy. How do you segue having a man die while enveloped in breasts and go, yes, let's go public with this? Because boobs? Well, I guess so, dude. I don't know. Boobs are more compelling than death itself, apparently. At least to the investors who greenlit this shit. It obviously failed. You don't see a goddamn Hooters section next to Delta at LAX, but well, it was probably before 9/11. You think Hooters saw 9/11 and they were like, "See, dude, they should have kept the airline. They should have kept the Hooters airline alive." Dude, if we had some flight attendants in there with big enough boobs, they could have just jiggled them around and knocked out the terrorists. Death by motorboat, dude. Give me control of the plane. We're going to run into the World Trade Center. See? Dude, like what's that guy's name? I can't remember. He's the dude from Boston that did like 3 hate crimes, but he's still famous for some reason. Taken out by boobs is a way to go. Yeah, maybe that'd be too good of an end for whatever. Where are they from? Like Al Qaeda. Bush causing a Hooters 9/11 would have been an awesome headline. Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, that's who it was. Like Mark Wahlberg, but with gigantic boobs. If I was there, it would have been different. That's all I'm saying. Relic Blonde has boob guns and pretends to shoot them. Dude, come on. I'm a big fan of Katy Perry. She did that back in the day. I'm just paying homage. Okay.
Brooks introduced Hooters Air, along with the slogan, "Fly a mile high with us."
Fares from $99. Hooters girl.
How are you allowed to actively, constantly coerce and encourage your consumer base to harass your employees? How does that slogan not lead to women getting, sexually harassed every time someone steps foot on that airline? Dude, they're already, hot and ready the second they buy the fucking ticket. Because you would just go with Delta or, one of the other ones. I mostly fly Delta, but can I be sponsored by boobs? I mean, I don't know if Hooters is back in business, apparently.
On every flight, all leather seats with extra legroom.
Well, I'm the lucky one here, working very hard today. Look who I have around me.
Fly Hooters Air!
Have you ever flown on Hooters Air or worked on an airline before?
No, definitely not.
So this is all brand new to you,
Yes.
right?
Here's some business analysis for you. This was just plain silly. There were Hooters girls on air, but because they didn't have the FAA certification that flight attendants had, they couldn't operate any machinery on board.
Hey, what's up, Ghosty? How you doing?
Closing and opening the doors.
They didn't have any formal training? Dude, no shit, that plane crashed. Dude, what? What? Dude, big old jugglies do not account for flight training, dude. What?
There were Hooters girls on air, but because they didn't have the FAA certification that flight attendants had, they couldn't operate any machinery on board, like closing and opening the doors, or even
They couldn't
pushing
open the
those
door!
carts, those food carts. They were purely there for vibes. So in addition to these Hooters girls, they would have at least 3 airline staff on the plane. So they were the ones serving food and drinks and doing the plane stuff, while the Hooters girls just entertained guests. So yeah,
Oh, okay, I
it's
see.
no wonder that this was a money pit. Hooters Air ceased operations in 2006, losing $40 million. The company attributed its failure to increased fuel costs after Hurricane Katrina and Rita in the
Oh, Katrina mentioned. Dude, I'm from New Orleans. Let's go, man. Let's go. Just activated my trauma response mid-video. Nice. I remember losing my first childhood home to Katrina, dude. Katrina mentioned. Woo! Woo! They were around during 9/11, dude. That is crazy, man. It's crazy. Katrina looks like a tit. Okay, we're at true levels of boob inception, man. Dude, you're trying to goon to the storm that ruined my home? Come on. What do you mean? Yo, Katrina kind of fine, low key. What? Okay. That's crazy. Also, no shit this didn't work. There's obviously not enough of a customer base of old men who want boners at 30,000 feet in the air, man. Boobception, dude, we're well within boobception. One of the chatters wants to crack Katrina because it looks like a boob from the sky. What's going on, man? I'm down there in that storm.
attributed its failure to increase fuel costs after Hurricane.
Dude, in that storm, I am a baby right here. And you want to crack this thing, dude. I'm a baby right up in here. It's me and my dad and my family. Relic Blonde's life is just starting, and you want to fuck this storm. That's crazy. Relic the type of guy to make a freaky servitor. Dude, hell yeah. I don't know what a servitor is, but I'm down. Yo, imagine if Hooters plane hit the towers. That's what I'm saying, dude. It never would have happened. They would have beat up the terrorists with their big old juggly wugglies. I'm afraid you might have missed the serious motorboat action I showed you earlier. This is how it go down. Give us control of the plane. We're going to take over the World Trade Center. We're going to run this plane right into it. That's how it go down. That's absolutely how it would go down. And 9/11 would have never happened, dude. My mom would be working in the World Trade Center today in New York. Ruck's mind is on titty tonight. Mine's on men's neck, so I get it. Dude, I mean, how can my mind not be on titties? This whole video is about titties. The terrorists would have got on and thought maybe America isn't half bad. That's true, dude. They could also have been, persuaded by the boobage, possibly. Digital footprint is wild. I don't care, dude. Show whatever employer that bit. I think it's a good bit, dude. The 9/11 terrorists getting beat up by the Hooters airline girls with their boobs is funny. Give me the job. Give me the max contract, man. Boobs can bring world peace. Possibly.
Katrina and Rita in the autumn of 2005. It was also a silly idea. However, in fairness to Brooks, under his leadership, the Hooters brand was overall very successful. Under Brooks, Hooters expanded to more than 425 branches worldwide, including Nottingham, United.
Dude, 40 mil was probably nothing to them back then. Post 9/11 TSA for boobs. Well, I don't know. I feel like boobs would just sort of be like, you'd have like an open carry license if they were able to be weaponized. You know what I'm saying? Read what I sent, pretty please. This reminds me of that girl whose breast implants exploded on a plane because of the pressure difference. Yeah, I heard about that. That's absolutely wild. What do you do? Do you like? I wonder what that would look like. Well, that's just gross. I can't even riff about that, but I do remember that. That's totally horrific, dude. Make sure not to have an air bubble in your breast implant if you're getting one. Laser out of the nipples. I mean, yeah, that'd sort of be like, if you give the Hooters girls compound V, although the laser might cut the goddamn plane in half. I'm giving in, learning to make Gooner art now, and gonna make a pattern. You probably need Patreon or something. Well, good for you. Good luck in your new hustle, brother. You got to make sure to promote well on TikTok and Twitter. Those are the two places to do that. Okay.
Kingdom in 1998, which is still going. Brooks died, age 69, which I think is poetic, in 2006. So then Hooters was sold on to an investment company with a silly name like Changeling and Change Holdings. And when you ask someone who works there,
Oh, so it was bought like by like private equity. Maybe that's why they failed initially. They got like bought by private equity and stripped for parts. Is it painful or is it just like a water balloon popping? It would definitely be painful. Your breast implant exploding. What's worse is you would probably go septic, if I had to guess, because all that fluid would be free flowing within your skin, which is so gross. I'm sorry, because it wouldn't like break the skin. It wouldn't look like a getting shot with a gun in like a Tarantino movie where it's like, it would just burst inside and then leak liquid throughout you like plastic. Oh man, that's terrible. I wonder if that lady ended up dying or not. I didn't think I'd be getting a Hooters history lesson at 10 tonight. Dude, this is that real education. Come on. You're at the Library of Alexandria, but for boobs, brother. Come on. Come on. So the better version, dude. Who gives a shit if the Library of Alexandria burned down? We have the titified version. Fuck you. You keep skipping my message. I hope you shot yourself 20 miles away from a rest stop, bitch. I feel, what does the 20 miles away from a rest stop mean? I feel like shooting myself would get the job done anywhere on this planet. Got it. I don't think it out fully. Thanks for the info. Dude, happy to impart my breast implant exploding wisdom on you.
what do? They go,
I meant shit. Oh, okay, I see.
we hold
I just had to make sure that your death threat was logically viable, not to actually.
the holding.
Not to actually your death threat, but please read my last highlighted message. Your last highlighted message is threatening to kill me. What do you mean? I kind of want to die by div and tits right now. That's the message, dude. Just send it again and don't highlight it. What do you mean? Okay, whatever.
Planet Fitness.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Okay, sorry. YouTube, you know how it is. Ignore these ads. I'll let them play out. We'll make you guys watch them. The other Library of Alexandria burned down because it couldn't handle our heat. Dude, actually, I'm the arsonist that burned the Library of Alexandria down because it didn't have any kahunga wongas in it, dude. Who needs that? Who needs that? You need to be watching this video right here. Oh, forgot to unmute it. Sorry.
Holdings. There was a when you own a company with a silly name like Changeling and Change.
Bought by private equity. Okay, that makes sense.
Holdings. And when you ask someone who works there, what do? They go, we hold the holdings. There was a Hooters casino and hotel from 2006, which then became a restaurant in 2019 and has closed as of this year. And that brings me to the downfall of Hooters, the rise and fall of Hooters, the deathification of Hooters.
I saw a Meat Canyon video, a Papa Meat video, where he went to the Hooters hotel and it was still running. I don't know, at the time he filmed that video, I guess. It was like a liminal space. It looks kind of cool. I don't know if anyone in here are like urban explorers, but that seems like prime shit to break into. Oh my God. You can sense the ghost of the boob in there. The ghost of boobs past.
Drunk, what's your horror movie blunt rotation? Mine is Pinhead, Pennywise, Chucky, the Leprechaun and Ghostface. Specifically Stu.
I'd go Leprechaun from the Leprechaun 3, where he's like in the hood for some reason. He has like the gold chain on. I'd go for that version of the Leprechaun. Then I'm gonna throw in a Pennywise, specifically when he's like disoriented though. By like I don't remember his name. Like when he's getting like slapped around and he thinks that he's like Bob or whatever. I'd go for that. And then I don't know, maybe the goat from The Witch. Just the black goat. I think I'd rock with that. Those would be my 3. Tales in the Hood with Keith David. There you go. That's my number 1. Honestly, fuck the rest of the blunt rotation. Let's just be passing that back and forth. Me and Tales in the Hood with Keith David. Fucking Leprechaun. Leprechaun with a half Irish, half black scent. Just the worst ever. Because I think I would enjoy laughing at him the whole time. To be honest, it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's awesome. Um, if I could choose how to die, I want to go out fucking wet, screaming like how I came into this world. That could mean drowning.
The death of the death of the death of the Hooters video essay core. You know, everyone asks, what is Hooters? But nobody asks, how is Hooters? Well, Hooters hasn't been doing so well as of late. It has seen a decline since its glory days. Earlier this year, it filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. Hundreds of locations closed down worldwide. Overall sales at Hooters of America shrank from 1.
Remember Nintendo used to sell nude playing cards and have sex hotels? Yeah, all that shit is very strange. The decline of this business is inevitable because of the cultural shift towards not allowing children towards sexual content, which is good. I would argue is good. You know, like I don't feel like fathers of today are going to be bringing their like children around. Like there's so I feel like at this time, Hooters was seen as a place to bring your young male kid to like usher them into being attracted to women. You know what I'm saying? And people just aren't like doing that anymore, at least through Hooters. Like you're going to have a more mature conversation with your kid rather than like taking your kid around boobs and being like, see, bet you want to ask her out, huh? You're going to be a real lady killer later in your life, aren't you? You know what I'm talking about? Like that shit people like 50 and older say. Free Pornhub, my boys didn't do nothing. Okay. Isn't it banned in Britain? That's a whole nother conversation. Okay.
2 billion in 2009 to 678 million in 2024. But
oh my God. They more than halved their company worth? That's crazy.
It has been rescued. The original owners have stepped in and acquired more than 100 locations. To quote one of the guys,
the OG Gooners came through. Dude, what? Guys, we got this. What the fuck? That's crazy. How? The business model's the same. Gotta go soon, Ronk. Hope you all have a great stream. Also play Dead Cells 3. I hope you have a good night, Slime. Thank you for being here, even just for a little bit. OG Gooner money. Yeah, I mean, I guess they got that ancient Gooner wisdom that they're about to drop on us right here. I mean, the company's still not doing that well. Last I heard, they filed for bankruptcy. I mean, guess we'll see how well they're doing now. Daddy Blonde, read my last message. My friend bought me a Puro plushie from Change, and I have it in my closet now. How do I break it to him? Wait, what? My friend bought me a Puro plushie from Change, and I have it in my closet. How do I break it to him? Oh, like you already have it. Don't. Don't. Just sell one of them. Now you have two. You just have a money-making opportunity. Maybe take back the old one and try to return it for like store credit. That'd be my advice. Go on the covert and think about it like he just gave you like $50. Try to sell it on Facebook Marketplace or something. The original offenders, yeah, dude. That's so nasty. That's so nasty, dude. You think they like got together like a Jason Statham movie where they're like,
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
My father brought me to Hooters but had me around his mistresses. Sometimes I'd be babysitting the kids while he went to go get his dick wet. I was like in 2ND/3 RD grade at the oldest when this shit happened.
Oh my God, that's insane, dude. That would be a Hooters clientele. Fucking that sucks. Holy shit. Dude, do you think when these old dudes got together to restart Hooters, it was like a Jason Statham movie? They're like, one last job. I gotta get the crew together. I don't do jobs no more. He's like, I got one last boner in me. I got one last goon in me. This is the final job. You know what I mean? It'd be called like the last mission, the final mission. It'd be titled like a Mission Impossible movie, but more goon oriented. You know what I'm talking about? Would you rather get dworked on or fuck Vonnie Blue? Dude, I'd rather get dworked on, man. Obviously.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
It's okay. I signed the divorce papers.
As you should. Oh my God. Oh, shit. Okay, the OG Gooners came back to restart Hooters, reclaim their lost freaky child.
We've always been America's neighborhood oasis, and now, more than ever, America needs...
Pipe down! America's neighborhood oasis. You're a restaurant with mid wings and college boobs. Let's chill.
So why is this? Why has it been declining? Well, in part, it's because the American bar and grill is on the decline in younger generations, so millennials and Gen Z. People want to go to places that are more aesthetic and good for posting on socials. Not to sound like a boomer. Is it also because society has progressed past ogling women? No.
No.
In fact, another chain of restaurants is booming, and that is Twin Peaks, which was founded in Texas 2005. And Twin Peaks also uses sex to sell bar food. Draft beer comes in dirty blonde, not
Better outfits. I have to say, the Hooters outfit, like, what are they going for? There's no aesthetic. I mean, just to judge, like, I mean, I'm being real. This is an immaculate like outfit, you know what I mean? I sort of disagree with the whole like existence of restaurants, to be real. I don't know, unless they manage the clientele better than they do, because I know these women are just getting absolutely hounded every day at work. It's probably horrible. But as far as branding goes, the Hooters outfit is dog shit. What are they like? What are they supposed to even look like? It's just like tight white t-shirts and orange shorts. Like, what is that? This is like country girl. You're chopping wood. You know what I mean? I want a restaurant for lesbians. Yeah, I could work out. I feel like lesbians are on better behavior than like old men that go to places like this.
also
I don't know. You just like these places, if they're going to sell sex, then they should operate like strip clubs. You have to take in, like, get bouncers and bodyguards. You know what I mean? Like motherfuckers who are like, no, dude, you're a creep. You're not allowed in here. We know that you come in here and like get on some weird shit, leave. Or, you know, like a bouncer that the girls can just be like, hey, that guy's weird. He keeps saying weird shit. Kick him out. Like immediately. Like that. Like that. You know what I mean? Then I would be like, that's fine. But they just clearly don't protect these women at all. Anyway, this outfit is hot. This makes sense that this company is doing better than Hooters because their outfits are dog shit.
Uses sex to sell bar food. Draft beer comes in dirty blonde, naughty brunette, and drop dead redhead. Uniforms at Twin Peaks are even skimpier that I don't think YouTube would let me show them. On special occasions, there are days where the waitstaff only wear lingerie, which makes you wonder, is Hooters too naughty or not naughty enough?
I'd say not naughty enough. I mean, if they're going to like run a business like that, they're just very like halfway. You know what I mean? Like there's no half betting with this shit. You have to go all in or nothing. You know what I mean? Never enough. Okay, Rocker. Let's relax, dude. You're gonna get pink eye eating your wings at your ideal restaurant. Let's relax. I made mad tips while wearing lingerie. That makes sense. I mean, you're gonna get more tips like that. I should open a Gilf Hooters. Dude, you're at the Gilf Hooters and your waitress has a heart attack on the way to your table. They're just dropping like flies in here, man. All these waitresses are limited edition. Coming up with your plate of wings, you're like, oh, finally, it's been an hour. Here you go. Here's your food. Fucking bang their head into the ground. Oh, dude. She face planted in my wings. Sorry. That's dumb. I own a Hooters uniform for when I decided, okay, Meth, let's calm down a little bit. That's a bit much. We have some new people in here. What about Goth Girl IHOP? I don't know. I mean, IHOPs are like sort of, I don't really want sexuality in my IHOP, to be honest. I want IHOP to be filled with folks who are built like fridges and who are going to call me like honey, but they like hate me and they want to throw a chair at me the second that I say something bad. That's what I want out of IHOP and Waffle House. You know what I mean? I need women who look like they are like bred for battle. You know what I'm saying? To make me some grits and just be like, here. That's when that shit fucks. And you're drunk and you're like, yes, dude, yes. And smack me over my head with a big ass chair if I'm rude, like at all. That's what I want out of that. I don't want sexual vibes in an IHOP or a Hooters at all. Femboy Waffle House, and you will have to fight the femboys. Dude, I feel like femboys aren't good at fighting though, dude. How would no diffing the entire waitstaff of a femboy IHOP make me feel like a bully. Like a bully, dude. I don't know that there's a single femboy on this earth who
I
could
love
whip
money,
me.
I love power, I love capitalism.
I am good at fighting.
You're like 5'2". You're like 5'2". Let's be real. Let's get real here. You're like 5'2". You're a munchkin. Bro ignored my dreams. Oh, I'm sorry, Death, dude. I'll be visiting you in your dreams. And, dude, I'm going to take you on the Hooters airline, and we're going to do a boobed up 9/11 in your dreams.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Fight me about it, baby girl.
You want to prove it? Femboy Hooters, Goth IHOP, MILF Denny's. See, even a MILF Denny's is too much. Like, I don't want anyone that I even perceive as, like, remotely attractive in, like, a diner. I just don't. I don't see diners that way. I want to drink my mid-ass milkshake, eat some $8 eggs that taste like they've been on a counter for, like, 4 hours. And, I don't know, just sit in my solitude. Like, I don't want to be thinking about trying to, like, flirt with somebody in a diner. You know what I mean? Tomboy Outback, I can fuck with that. I can fuck with a tomboy Outback. I rock with that. I'll gladly let you fight me. I'm a clock out wrong. Thanks for the boob lesson. It made me extra gay, dude. Happy to provide. I hope you have a good night, Liquid. My ideal body type for a partner is hero, shooter, tank. Choose any of them. See, that's the kind of body type I want in a Hooters. Okay, let's keep going.
It seems that Hooters was.
I mean, my bad. I want in a diner. I want that tank, like, you're on the front line soaking up bullets. That's what I need.
Makes you wonder, is Hooters too naughty or not naughty enough? It seems that Hooters
either.
was raunchy and scandalous for the 80s, but in today's context, it is too tame for the audience looking for raunch. Those people are just going to go to Twin Peaks and other more X-rated restaurants. But also, because of the name and it fundamentally being about Hooters girls, it's not going to win over customers who find ogling customer service workers skeevy. Hooters has unsuccessfully tried to get with the times. Like in 2017, in the wake of Me Too, Hooters opened an offshoot version called Hoots Wings, which hired both male and female staff, and they wore regular uniforms. It was an attempt to rebrand as family friendly.
That makes no sense. I mean, you either have to commit or you don't commit. You could just foreclose the company, scrap it for parts, and, you know, rebrand completely. But I've like, no one's gonna go to Hooters who doesn't, like, in general, if they don't want to see boobs. So the only people pulling up to Hooters property want to see boobs, and if there's no boobs, then they're not gonna go either. Bro, make male and female sexy workers. Yeah, that's true. I feel like Twin Peaks could do that successfully now if they just folded in like some hot buff guys, dude. And you know, for whatever reason, you get like the, you know, woke bonus. If they folded, you know what good PR would be good for Twin Peaks if they folded in some buff hot guys. Wonderful PR. Runk, we should open a Hooters, but instead of tits, we have weed and bombs for free. Okay, it's a wonderful idea. Or some twinks. Yeah, I mean anybody, bunch of different body types. Although I suppose it would have to be people who are, I don't know. I think if they went out of like conventionally attractive stereotypes, it might work for a while, but in general, I feel like the people who are going to Hooters are pretty shallow. So twinks would work, but they'd have to be like real pretty, I guess. Like I couldn't work at a Hooters, you know what I mean? Who ate you boiling? What? What? Has part of me been turned into white people boiled chicken? What's going on? Have I been turned into British cuisine? Okay.
I thought they were already family friendly, and its goal was to draw in more female customers. But it was seen as a failure. Only a handful of Hoots Wings opened, and most have shut down now. But then, in 2021, Hooters tried to introduce a new uniform where the new shorts were basically underwear. I mean, I'm wearing the more traditional shorts right now, and even they feel quite exposing. But anyway, yeah, these shorts were basically just pants, and employees took to social media to complain, so they then revoked the change. Hooters seem to be flip-flopping between, on the one hand, striving for political correctness and wooing female diners, and, on the other, trying to keep up with the sexual desires of its male customers. Here's the thing, Hooters has been a franchise operation, which is partly to blame for the contradictions in branding. You know, you'll have some branches that really lean into the bikini nights, whereas others host more children's parties. Some do both. But also, the fundamental branding is a paradox. Family friendly, and check out the jugs on that. I mean, it's in the name. So I'm not convinced by the founders' re-Hooterization plan.
For years, Hooters has been operated by two different companies. One owned by private equity that emphasizes the brand's sex appeal, and the other, which includes the original founders, that says the restaurant is actually family-oriented and always has been.
What the fuck are they talking about? How is it family oriented? What's even the argument for that? That makes no sense. The whole time, like, the whole point of this restaurant, literally, they said it themselves, is to make a restaurant we won't get kicked out of because we're so creepy and we can't stop harassing female workers at diners we go to. That was the explicit point. What about that screams, let me take my kids there? It makes no sense. Hooters can't do well with OnlyFans out here. That's true. Well, I don't know. I think there's like, you'd be surprised. I mean, look at like Hooters airline and like old school boob ads, like the way in which people want breasts and like goonology to proliferate every aspect of their life is pretty crazy. So I don't think that that's true necessarily. Their market that they're competing with isn't OnlyFans. But they seem to just not be able to commit. Like you're essentially trying to run like a strip club business that prioritizes the food slightly more than the women as far as just like your money making factory, you know, realistically. To go back to what I said earlier, like if these places were being honest about what they were, you would just hire a bouncer, hire security guards, and run that shit like a strip club to protect the women. You know what I mean? I can't choose a prediction. Runk will decide, start betting. Is he Winnie the Poohing? I won't say. I won't say. Place your bets. Now I feel bad. I didn't mean it like that, guys. All bodies are beautiful. Family friendly to Trump and Epstein. Yeah, dude. Who's bringing their kids here? That just makes no sense. Because club food is bad. Yeah, club food is terrible. But that would be their like that would I think be their market. Would be for like men who want to go to a like promiscuous environment, but they don't want to eat some like, you know, $35 lemon pepper wings that taste like shit. You know what I mean? So you go to like a Hooters. You know what I'm saying? The laugh says you are Winnie the Poohing. I'm not giving anything away. They don't seem to understand their market like at all. I ain't even got security at my dispensary, and a lot of men think dispensaries are an okay place to grab women. I've been grabbed. My friend has been grabbed. So now I'm security and manager. More places need security, dude. I worked at a Chipotle that had a security guard. Granted, I was smack dab in the middle of Hollywood, and we needed that shit.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
He is definitely Winnie the Poohing.
Dude, no comment. No comment until all the bets are placed, dude. This is not insider trading. We had a security guard at the Chipotle I worked at, and we needed it. What's Winnie the Poohing mean? Sometimes I get on stream and the AC on my apartment isn't very good, so I'm not wearing pants. It's out of necessity, okay? How do I get into security? I have no idea. I know that guy at my Chipotle worked for like a third-party company. It was like a private contract, and then they'd rent him out to Chipotle.
They took it and made it, sexualized it. I made it shorter, almost shorter than hot pants. That is offensive to most people, particularly in a restaurant setting.
Kiefer says he plans to standardize the uniform.
It's not a restaurant. Like that. It's not a restaurant. Like Hooters as a business model is like stupid and terrible, but it's like if they want it to work, they have to realize it's not a restaurant fundamentally. That's not what it is. It's not about the food. There was almost an active shooter at my band comp. See, you need security at places. Choose the prediction. All right. And
I love money,
yes.
I love power, I love capitalism.
Stoned, eating baked zeti with Runk on the phone and GTA San Andreas on the TV.
Nice. Yes, I am Winnie the Poohing. Okay.
Form across.
Let's keep going. It's hot in my apartment,
I love
and
money,
I'm
I
Winnie the
love
Poohing.
power, I love capitalism.
I fucking called it.
Okay, let's not harp on that too much, and keep it pushing. Hey, what's up, Darth? How you doing? I am Winnie the Poohing, but it's none of your concern. Okay, for anybody in here. Anyway, like I said, Hooters doesn't understand that they're not a restaurant. Like, their business will continue to fail if they don't get that. Like, no one's fucking thinking, oh, I want a burger, let me go to Hooters. No, it's all dudes who want to see boobs. So you have to structure it around that and keeping the women safe. Winnie pooing it at Hooters react stream is wild. True, those things do stack together in a pretty uncomfortable way, but that's why I said let's not think about it too hard. What about Eeyoring it? What's that? Just being horribly depressed with no clothes on, dude. I that's a terrible joke. I Eeyore it every time after a hinge hookup. Then sorry, that's a bad joke. I'm so full of channel points. I need to gamble. We can run a gambling stream soon. Depressed and in the goon cave. Okay. Okay, so apparently I guess to their credit, maybe the OG gooners who started Hooters came back and were like, nah, this is too much. This is too much boobage. I guess. Eeyoring it is poggers can't lie. Just being depressed and naked, I suppose so, dude. That's one of the most natural states of the human body. I'm not thinking hard about it, but I'm hard. Okay. That was a layup.
Restaurants to feature the original shorts.
I don't think you're going to see a bunch of butt cheeks hanging out.
Their plan is to appeal more to the masses, like the good old days. One of them was quoted saying that he thinks it's sad that men can't go because their wives won't let them. And it's kind of like, was that not always the vibe?
If you like what you see here on the outside, you're gonna love what you'll see on the inside.
That's a sex joke, dude. Family friendly, dude. The great oasis for the American people. What are you talking about, man? What the fuck are you talking about?
Forbes article. One of them tells an anecdote about how he had to meet a nun from his son's school and she didn't want to come into Hooters, but then she was shocked at what she saw. Inside, they found a few tables of kids who had just played baseball, a group of women who had been shopping, and some lawyers in suits on their lunch break. The nun was surprised by how wholesome the atmosphere was. I understand what you mean by this is what a neighborhood restaurant is all about, she told him. And then everybody stood up and applauded. But yeah,
that shit did not happen. Liar. Yeah, what? A nun? Dude, could you get more on the nose? What? A nun. A nun. Dude, what? That's crazy. Hooters is not a neighborhood restaurant. What the fuck? That's what I'm saying, dude. If you have to lie that a nun came in and was like, yes, this is actually sanctified by God. I've never seen someone more full of shit. What are you talking about? That's crazy. Top 10 things that never happened. I feel like, that's like embarrassingly bad at lying, dude. You're a grown man, you're running a company, and you don't know how to lie. You're jumping straight to none, dude. You gotta, I don't know, ease your way up there. Be like a mother of the neighborhood. You know what I mean? You gotta walk up that ladder. You're starting at fucking gear 5, dude. That's crazy. The only person there would be a priest looking for minors. Ooh! Yeah, cosign. I cosign. Yeah, a nun came into Hooters and was a big fan. She was later disavowed by the church for touching constituents inappropriately. You'd be like, oh, duh, dude, that makes sense. Now I believe it. There was a Hooters 10 minutes down the street from me,
I love
but it
money,
turned...
I love power, I love capitalism.
I just got back from teaching BJJ for the last 2 hours. MB for
this
being
guy's
so
teaching
stupidly late.
BJs.
Also, I don't know what I just joined, but I'm disappointed in the lack of RMCing in these Hooters clips. This is why Dosa House and Twin Peaks are doing so well compared to Hooters.
Well, you're kind of on the point. We're watching a video about the rise and fall of Hooters, and that's part of why Twin Peaks is doing better than Hooters. I was just talking about that. The only I already read that. Whoops, my bad. Maybe the nun was a lesbian. Maybe so. I mean, either way, that's just what a bad lie. Holy shit. And a nun came through, and she did a prayer inside of Hooters. Said she felt the presence of God inside of Hooters the same way she did in a church. Oh my fucking God, man. That's embarrassing. You're lying like a child. Oh my God.
I am skeptical that in Trump's second term, they are going to be able to pull this off. Long Island's Hooters location has been cited as one of the recent success stories. But what about the locations in red states? Benjamin Sachs, a labor law professor at Harvard, predicted that a more conservative Equal Employment Opportunity Commission might mean laxer rules for businesses. I think we'll see less rigorous enforcement of the discrimination laws. So the issues that are innate to Hooters' business model might be worsened. We're in a political climate where conservatives are saying that Sydney Sweeney's breasts killed wokeness. You know, despite my reservations, there have been and there are women who like working there and want to work there. So there must be something about it that draws them in.
Money.
They set me up and schemed.
You could probably make a, sorry, I won't make you watch this ad. You can probably make a rack, dude, from tips for sure. He's teaching how to choke head. What are we talking about? Also, I didn't know you teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Adonis. That's sick. I knew that you were highly proficient, but I didn't know you were a teacher. That's tight. You look like your knees are ashy. little scantily clad here. Okay. Knee content for the free, man. Matter of fact, I'm putting Hooters out of business. Are you kidding me? I'm not religious, but when I see tits, I do feel God. Well, I cannot argue with that. That is true. That is true. There's something heavenly about a pair, about a nice pair. Can we get a poll on the better mod?
That draws them in.
Why women actually like working there? It has to just be money, and there's probably maybe a lax like schedule. I'd imagine those can be the only two good reasons. I mean, Jesus Christ. Could the nun be a trans woman possibly too? I mean, I feel like that would be complicated with being Christian and whatnot. But there are a lot of I don't know. I guess there are a lot of Christian folks who are I don't know. Anybody in the queer community who's like in the church, I'm like, what? What, man? If you guys don't know, I am bisexual, and I remember hearing for the first time in my grandparents' church what they think about gay people, and I was like, huh? Dude, and you're trying to convert me, brother? I'm out of here. So I don't understand how folks reconcile that in their brains, TBH. Israel GPT, generate me a restaurant all the IDF soldiers will want to goon at. I don't know. I feel like spiritually Israeli might be a bit much for Hooters. I feel like Hooters just gives like, I don't know. It's like a bad idea your uncle would have at like a fucking barbecue, and he'd be telling you about it off of like a bunch of loggers when you're like 8. You know what I mean? If you don't read what I sent, you're a coward. What did you send? Oh, I already read it. Call me Tigger. The way I be bouncing on it everywhere. Okay, variety.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
I'm a nice guy, which is why I'm a proud pansexual. Everyone's got ass.
That is true. There is more ass to go around in this world than boob. Love you, neighbor. Down with the gays. Yeah, I think that's literally what it was. Which was crazy because I don't know. My grandparents know my sexuality because I just don't see them that often. I don't know them that well. So like, what's the point really? And like getting texts every now and again about like coming back to Jesus. I'm good. But it was crazy hearing them like spout all that shit, and then what they'd say in private. Whole time I'm a secret agent, dude. Whole time I'm a secret agent, and I got a goddamn sleeper cell activation word. You know what I mean? It was pretty strange to see them have that dissonance in their brain. It was really weird. I'm possibly bisexual and definitely by myself. Dude, that is, heavy or loss on my end being bisexual and single, dude. I have infinite options. I'm looking through infinite timelines like Doctor Strange, and I'm still here. Zanbar stream win? I mean, I could LARP a Zanbar stream right now. There you go. There's the Zan stream. Runk is my favorite option. Well, thank you. Queer awakenings are crazy when you think about it. You're like a straight cis guy because you're talking brain raw with your friend in 8th grade, and then he starts blushing and stuttering, and you're like, "What the Sigma?" I haven't heard "What the Sigma" in a long time. I'm gonna send you lean in your PO box, dude. Let's go. Make sure it's purple, brother. I don't want any green. Straight activist. I've never said lean before. I'm LARPing. Okay, let's keep going.
So what job experience do you have, dear?
None really. I'm still in college.
What kind of job are you looking for?
I want a job where I can work with my friends and make
This is the why do women want to work at Hooters section. To be clear, I talked for a long time. If you don't remember, that's the section we're in.
really great money. Maybe do a little traveling, be in magazines, and I want to star in commercials.
Well, that kind of dream job doesn't exist. It would be too good to be true now, wouldn't it?
It almost is, isn't it? Spread the word, okay?
Amy Adams, Catherine Ryan, Chrissy...
Amy Adams?
Tegan, Naya Rivera. These are all famous Hooters alumni. Catherine...
I was gonna say okay, if they put you in commercials, I bet that was actually a viable entry into the entertainment industry. I don't know if SAG-AFTRA was a thing at this time, or if there was like a union in general where you had to have like a line of dialogue in a piece of like published media to get your card. But that would probably be somewhat valuable, having something on file that you can say I've been on camera before. Fent Hooters, but everyone is just folded over and in baggy clothes. Dude, I've been to a couple Fent Hooters then, man. Worst backyard parties I've ever been to. I'm about to fight my boyfriend in Yu-Gi-Oh! He's playing in tournament. I'm fucked. Oh boy, dude. You have to face off against your own boyfriend in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's tough. Does he have that arm thing? You're completely cooked if he has the arm thing. I hate drugs, not gonna lie. My grandma got smoked from smoking. That makes sense. I do not hate drugs. I'm a partaker of them every now and again. Only acid, mushrooms, weed. That is it, pretty much. But I see folks with their problems and never peer pressure people at all. Relic, vote on the poll. Best mod. Johnny, Adonis, or Sato. Dude, what? I can't vote on that. That's totally unfair. I feel like Adonis just got started. We have to give them more time. I faced off with my ex-fiance in a few games. Every time I'd beat him, he wouldn't talk to me for a few days. It was bliss. Oh my god.
From Ryan.
I'm so happy you're not with that person anymore.
Won the Miss Hooters Toronto bikini pageant in 2004 when she was 19. Amy Adams worked there when she was 16. And looks back on it fondly.
They hire underage people? What the fuck? That's gross.
She was 19. Amy Adams worked there when she was 16. And looks back on...
That's what I'm saying. Like, they should regulate... Okay. Like, all these regulations they're skirting, I know it sounds like the more freaky take to be like, they should have just operated business like a strip club and accepted the reality that their business model is selling sex. Because, and I'm aware of how that sounds, but if they did, they would be more forced to follow regulations. Like, this is some nasty-ass loophole shit they're doing, where they're like, the whole point is sexualizing the waitresses, but, no, it's a family-friendly wing restaurant, so we can hire 16-year-olds, and fucking wink at the customers who come in because of that, but like, oh, no, you're not here because of that, huh? Right? It's nasty, dude. Hooters should count as sex work. I mean, I think the way that they run their business should be that, but I don't know necessarily that the workers there should have to qualify themselves as sex workers, which is a little bit of a conundrum in my head, but not necessarily. Like I said, only the priest would be there, and he'd be there for the minors. Yeah, dude, that's nasty. 16. Jesus Christ. Runk, you sound like you stubbed your toe 20 minutes ago and your eyebrows are giving woolly bear caterpillar. Sex work adjacent? Yeah. I don't really know how to describe it. Sexual work? Because it's not like sex work. You're not like a dancer, You're not really earning that badge. To be clear, you're slinging burgers, but Hat? You want the hat? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm not sure. I guess that's a complicated question to have about like what the bounds of adult work and sex work are, which I'm not really qualified to speak on. But it is interesting because I think they should run and accept that their business is selling sex, but I don't think that the employees who sign up for that have to necessarily bear the weight of that title. When I was a girl and I was working at Panera, I would get assaulted and harassed by old men all the time. Had an old dude grab my tip because he wanted to look at my name tag. I told my manager and she shrugged it off, saying I should get used to it. I was 16. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, that's disgusting. That's why, I mean, you know, men are awful everywhere. Not on aggregate. Obviously, I'm a man. There's plenty of men in here who are good-natured individuals. But just so there's not any fucking not all men people in here. But security guards, security guards. There are too many men that are terrible, dude. We need security guards to be a multi-billion-dollar industry everywhere, man. Everywhere. Dude, the security guard we had at Chipotle, what a goated inclusion in that stint of employment. I mean, my God. Okay, let me go throw on a hat. Give me 1 second. No music because I don't feel like tabbing out. ASMR. ASMR. Sorry, those are my cat ears, if you don't know. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I also had a coworker who was 28 and kept trying to get me to suck his dick. That is so disgusting. Jesus Christ. Jesus, never mind. I read above. I was taking a shower. That is, yeah, that's nasty. The old guy, I feel like he's a pedo for grabbing a 16-year-old boob. Yeah, of course. Of course, dude. Yo, explode that guy. Melt him. Melt that guy. Melt that guy down into his natural resources, his ore, if you will, and reform him into a better person. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, so disgusting. Mods, make everyone in this chat have a good day, and if they smoke, make it the best high of their life. Yes, I wish that upon all of you. Another hat. Oh, I'm already wearing 2 hats. Dude, bipped. Okay, let's keep going.
It fondly. It was a really good job.
That is disgusting. That is really disgusting. I think there is a conversation to be had, like y'all were saying, about whether working at Hooters should count as sex work or not. But the business itself should absolutely acknowledge that they sell sex, and they can't hire fucking children, dude. What? That's crazy. Okay, that made me mad. Let's keep going.
Won the Miss Hooters Toronto bikini pageant in 2004 when she was 19. Amy Adams worked there when she was 16. And looks back on it fondly. It was a really good job because at the time minimum wage was $3.85 and they were willing to pay $7 to the hostesses. However, Naya Rivera said, "I have nightmares about that job." Before I get into the controversies, I want to understand why women want to work there and like working there.
Men are gonna sexualize me anyway, so I might as well capitalize off of it, babe.
And I want to make it clear that when I'm criticizing the company,
I mean, that is the OnlyFans like sex work philosophy for a lot of like influencers who are getting sexualized by their audience, and they're like, I'll make a bag on it anyway. So I mean, yeah, that logic holds up to me. Makes sense. People got to just keep their fucking hands to themselves. Yeah, dude, that's bouncers, security guards. You need to have an ogre next to you at all times. If you're a woman working in an environment where you're interfacing with the public, where you can just point to a guy and be like, execute him. You need that. As an ex-sex worker, that was my mindset too. Yeah, that's the majority, you know, that's the most common mindset that leads people into, you know, into sex work or, you know, monetizing people, sexualizing them, because it will happen regardless. How would you feel about doing a try not to get scared stream tomorrow in the spirit of 2019 YouTube? I think it'd be fun to try and make you piss yourself. Yeah, I'm down. We could play a horror game too. There's some more reacts that I want to do, and you know what? I'm thinking about moving my stream up a little bit earlier than 6 because a lot of people are needing to go to bed. So maybe more like a 5, maybe a 4. We'll see. Anyway, I'll keep you updated. There's a chance I'm going to update my schedule. I'll let you know in the Discord. Is Hooters allowing people to grope? They're just not policing it. You know, you can argue and say that you're not endorsing an action of your customer. But if you're not policing it, then what the fuck? Pop Potato threw out a 6-7. Okay. Runk, I think I took too much rugs. I'm seeing Pokemon. That's fine, man. Try to catch some. That's okay, dude. If you took too many milligrams and now you're seeing Pokemon, try to catch some. And when you get arrested for kidnapping and you're on the news tomorrow, dude, that has nothing to do with me. That has nothing to do with me. It's like burlesque. I don't think it's sex work. You know, there's no actual nudity. And yeah, no shit, they're being sexualized. Clearly, they would never let minors work there. Burlesque is a perfect analogy. Yes. But burlesque is very clearly a thing like for adults. Like it's adult entertainment. But they're like, you know, they're dancers. These are waitresses, but it's, you know, a sexualized version of it explicitly. BRB, I tell you how much the Mac Goss. Okay, not sure what that means, but I'm looking forward to it. All right, let's keep going.
Company, I am not coming after the employees. I read multiple accounts of ex-employees who said that they hid that they worked there because they were scared of being called dumb or bad feminists. And, you know, while I feel discomfort around the core concept of this place, I don't blame the women who work there. Okay, so firstly, the money. The money is good. It is better than other service jobs. I've seen people say that their health insurance is good, you can get grants and scholarships for your education.
I'm proud to have worked at Hooters. It taught me the value of hard work.
I am proud to have been a Hooters girl. It helped pay for my education.
Hooters taught me the value of serving others. I was proud to wear the Hooters orange.
And then, of course, there's the tips. I saw someone on TikTok who had been gifted a MacBook by a regular. You're not getting that when you work at McDonald's. That's where I worked when I was 16. You know, and some like that it is a woman-dominated environment.
Another pro would be the friendships you make. Like, I have met some of the best girls working at Hooters. My manager is like one of my best friends now. Another pro, I wouldn't say that I was like not a confident person before, but I'm definitely more confident now since I started working at Hooters. Being expected to come into work with your makeup done, your hair looking nice, it literally makes you feel good. It makes you want to be at work. On holidays, you get to dress up. You dress up for Halloween however you want.
Interesting.
You have bikini days, bikini week. You can dress up for Veterans Day. It's just a confidence booster. And it has nothing to do with the men there.
And the most popular...
Oh, has nothing to do with the men there. Okay. That's more easy for me to understand then. Your hat reminds me of sod roofs. What are sod roofs? I hope that's nice. I like this hat. Newsletter about how Trump is secretly gay. I think I'm good. We all know that Trump sucked, Bubba. I was taken to a strip club for my 18th birthday, and deadass spent most of the time watching Pirates of the Caribbean YouTube essays. Dude, that's so funny. Oh my God. So you were getting like ass thrown back on you, and you were like, wait, hold up. Let me see what Captain Jack Sparrow was from an intellectual perspective. Let me see what Captain Jack Sparrow was an allegory for. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. He's cooking here. That's crazy. Although that makes sense though. I don't really fuck with strip clubs either. I mean, I love women. I love dancers. But strip clubs as an environment, I don't really rock with. Generally, like club life is just kind of loud. Screw what anybody says. Let's go gambling. Yeah, dude. Let's place these parlays, man. Anyone with a job, put that whole shit on a 12-string Kalshi parlay. According to another student, a senior at my school has ranking the freshman girls on how crackable they are. It was pretty obvious sometimes who the creeps are. Yeah, that's gross. Not unusual behavior for seniors, unfortunately. A sod roof is a roof made to grow grass on it, and they're very pretty. Ah, that's very sweet then. Thank you. Damn, Davy Jones throwing it back. Yeah, what if
I
you
love
were
money, I love power, I love capitalism.
When I worked at McDonald's, I would dress as a clown girl and I'd wear some fun clothes. I made a lot of money. The men loved it, Lamont.
Dude, men do love clown girls. I'm pretty sure clown girls showed up on Adonis's Hear Me Out. So that makes sense. Dude, do you think that your wires would get crossed if you were watching Pirates of the Caribbean YouTube essays at a strip club? Like, would you not be confused? You'd be like, "Oh my, why am I am I sexually attracted to Davy Jones' locker?" What's going on right now, man? I'm looking at this dude covered in barnacles, and I am absolutely loving it, man. Y'all fuck with Animal Farm? Because I gotta read it in AP English. Yeah, Animal Farm is cool. The new movie is fucking terrible. Don't watch it as a replacement for the book. But yeah, it's good. It's about like the creation of fascist societies, and that kind of shit goes hard. Especially it's kind of cool because it's about how like fascist uprisings can be birthed out of revolutions, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like Dune. It wards against like false messiahs, goes hard. Low key, pig Lisan Al Gaib. That's how I describe it. Hey, what's up, Ochc? Not sure how to say your name. Och. I'm gonna call you Och. Hope that's all right. I'm gonna hop off because I got school. That's all good. I hope you have a good night tonight. Sorry, trying not to froth at the mouth.
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Was on your list.
I posted a pic of the makeup I do in general.
Oh, bet. Let's check it out right now. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's take a look at the clown makeup that was absolutely raking in the tips. Yeah, that'll do it. You are getting thrown absolute bans by men who are like 45 all the way up to 70 for sure. Speaking of makeup, I gotta PM you soon and ask what makeup I should buy for the glam stream because I don't know. I don't know anything about makeup. Anyway, who's up pooing it at the Hooters? What? Just blowing up the Hooters bathrooms? Okay, so these women have boobs, but do they know how to unclog a toilet? Let's see. A stripper told me the real show was on the stage, and
I love money, I love power, I love capitalism.
Hit me up any day for the glam stream. I have the 23rd to the 31st off this month.
Okay, I'll be in touch about it soon. A stripper told me the real show was on stage, and I said the video was really interesting. It was why Davy Jones CGI was so good. Dude, the Davy Jones CGI was absolutely insane. Those tendrils, I'm aware of some of that mocap shit too. It's pretty crazy. Who's up Eeyoring they donkey at the crib? I feel like trying to Eeyore your donkey implies like ED. Am I not wrong? I mean, Eeyore is like sad and floppy. That's his vibe. I'm giving my money away on predictions. It's not fun to be rich anymore. What? Holy, you threw 45 racks down? You're going to be pissed off when we do a Peggle stream. Okay, let's keep going. We're still on the why women like to be working at Hooters.
A pro I've seen is that people grow in confidence. I guess it's a huge ego boost if you know that you've been hired based on your looks. Like they have this criteria and you make the cut.
That's true.
And then
It's like a
you're in
beauty pageant.
pageants, calendars, and commercials. And also because the Hooters girls are so infamous to the brand, some of them have said that they feel like celebrities.
And out of nowhere, a little boy comes up to me and says, "Can I have your autograph?" I looked around and I said, "Me? Why me?" He says, "Well, my dad and I were in the restaurant the other day and you're our Hooters girl. I love my job."
So here's a quote from someone who works at the Liverpool branch. I will not.
I feel like that screams working this job is a living hell. If you're making ads that are like, "I love working here." You know what I mean? Any employer, I've worked for 2 employers that ran ads like that, and they were the most terrible jobs I've ever had in my entire godforsaken life. I mean, truly horrendous, which was Universal Studios and Chipotle. And those 2 jobs run ads like that, and they were the worst jobs I've ever had by far. What if there was like a Chuck E. Cheese Hooters combination, like an animatronic furry Hooters? Dude, you just get like a bunch of dudes rushing the animatronic stage and like fucking the shit out of some wiring. If you had Chica up on stage singing a song, hitting a little jig, dude, dry humped into dysfunction. Like, for sure. Okay, let's keep it pushing.
Do the scale sacks.
I'm gonna shut up for a little bit.
At the beginning, I felt out of place with all the gorgeous girls, but after a month, I knew I belonged here. Okay, so now I'm going to share some of my honest, unfiltered thoughts. I have to acknowledge that as a femme ish person, you know, who's affected by beauty standards, human feelings are going to creep in, like envy. It's like in Fleabag where she says, I sometimes worry that I wouldn't be such a feminist if I had bigger tits. But anyways, I am, you know, happy for people that have said that their experience there has helped them grow in confidence. You know, I want that for any person. But let's be real, that validation is superficial. And within a system that encourages objectification, empowers men to reduce you to your looks.
Old men coming into Hooters and then they see me, a size 30A, 98-pound twig, is their waitress. So they do body shaming in Hooters too, brother? You're not gonna be happy with that? By the way, since I can't choose a prediction, I bet on Relic will decide where my money goes. Well, I'm giving it away, dude. I'm a man of the people.
And reinforces strict beauty standards.
It is regular and completely acceptable for them to fire you based on your weight, but yeah, you do have to keep up with it or they can fire you.
I've seen multiple testimonies online saying this.
No way that's not like a you couldn't sue them for that. I feel like that's wrongful termination, dude. Fat dude. We don't hire chuds, dude. You're a chud. You're chud. Fired. Fired. Chud. Subhuman. Sub 3. Chud. Get out. What? I feel like you could absolutely sue for that. You could get a little class action lawsuit going. Epstein files. You won't believe who's on it. Dude, I'm not reading the Epstein files on the stream. I'm good. That's just gonna bum me out. Have you heard about the people fucking Spirit Halloween animatronics and returning them? I have. Yeah. I think I made a video about it. I mean, someone probably saw one of those skeletons that jiggles, and they were like, "Yeah, you better jiggle on me." You know what I'm talking about? One of those skeletons that's like, it's like, come on, you're jiggling on all the right places, man. I'm taking you home. Look at it off screen. This shit crash, please. What, the Epstein files? Okay, let's keep going.
According to a TikTok commenter giving someone advice on how to get hired, the uniform only comes in a size small and extra small. Don't know if that's true for every location, but I have seen multiple accounts of people saying that your weight is regulated.
Or you get graded on your makeup, like literally graded. You're supposed to have a certain amount of blush, mascara, lipstick, it's something like that.
I just think the people hiring at Hooters need to get over themselves. You're serving chicken. This is ridiculous.
You can be served chicken wings from women like fully dressed, you know, like they're not gonna taste any different.
And I don't want to come off as like condescending, but let me do a little sort of armchair psychoanalysis. I just can't imagine that being in that environment is good for you. In my research, it said that there have been studies done saying that working in such environments like restaurants, you know, has an effect on mental health, like anxiety and body image issues. I also think just working in customer service is really rough for your mental health. I just feel like any job which is so focused on your appearance warps your brain a bit. So it's like how people talk about how models, despite being selected for,
especially if they're like grading you on your I want Chinese food now, okay? Am I supposed to summon the Chinese food for you? I feel like environments like this where they're grading your makeup would also create like an environment where you're constantly comparing yourself to the other women around you. You know what I mean? It'd be like a highly competitive environment. Bro, why would they shame the server, shame the customer? You're going there, plus you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit, rotational gravity. I'm fucking with rotational gravity. But yeah, I agree, exactly. I mean, that's completely preposterous to hoist all of the responsibility onto the women instead of the customers, who are the ones who aren't behaving. Now I want wings and tits and ass. Thanks, Runk. Okay, I just got you salivating. Sorry about that. If I was still a woman and someone tried to grade my blush or eyeliner, I'm blowing the place up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that the graded system is so like sadistic too, because it does feel so hyper comparative. You'd be like, oh well, Ashley got an A, you know, and I'm getting like a C, constantly getting reprimanded on like my weight and the way that I look, you know. That would create like a very negative environment and relationship between the girls that work there, I feel. I need you to pick one from Pinned, and I have a video based off of your answer. Relic, who has more Black Force energy, Stinkmeaner, Alucard, or Dio? Damn. Well, I don't know who Stink Meter is. I haven't seen that yet. But between Alucard or Dio, I feel like it has to be Dio. I mean, Alucard is like benevolent. You know what I mean? I assume you're talking about Alucard from fucking. Oh my God! Why can't I remember the name of it right now? I'm just thinking of The Witcher. What the fuck am I thinking of, dude? The vampire show. It's awesome. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go Dio though. That's who I'm going with. Also, do I need to pick the prediction? Hold on. All right, huge wealth transfer. Let's go. There you go. The Witcher has taken over Relic's brain. It has. Helsing? No, okay. I'm thinking of something different than Helsing though. I'm thinking of Alucard from what is that show? Dude, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to look this up. Alucard. Castlevania. Jesus Christ. That's what I'm thinking of. Fuck. He's pissing me off. Castlevania, there you go. Yeah, imagine if we bought like 20 of those and started renting them out to private buyers. We'd make so much money. You put that mommy in a fucking femboy outfit, somebody will want it. What? What are we talking about? Okay, let's keep going.
For their looks can still be super insecure. Or like if you're an actor and your looks are important, that can really mess with your self-perception. But also, it can mess with your perception of other women, because if you're being selected over other women,
that's
like,
what I'm
that can't be
saying.
good for you. And while some people say that they like that they work with so many other women and it feels like a sisterhood and yada yada yada,
they're creating a competitive environment, dude, intentionally. I got 640 relic coins. Very nice, Darth.
it stokes competition. Like, I've seen anecdotes of people saying that they would get ranked, and even that Sydney Sweeney SNL sketch, the whole joke is that she gets way more tips than the other girls because of her Hooters. That's based in truth, and that just doesn't sound like
Yeah, it would be such a so much animosity and jealousy, I feel, just from like human nature. I meant Mummy. I was talking about the Spirit Halloween animatronics. Oh. My bad. One spelling mistake, dude. It cooked you. It cooked the whole message. I'm gonna go eat dinner. By the way, BRB, all good, Adonis. Hope you enjoy dinner. Runky, boyfriend kicked my ass in Yu-Gi-Oh! He had the fucking arm thing, didn't he? You got absolutely ruined. Runk, I will fuck kill you if you don't read my last message, dude. What is it even gonna be? You know what? Normalize women with Bush. Fuck off if you disagree. Yeah, man. We're pro-Bush in here.
healthiest
Not the president.
environment. So yes, while it's nice to see that women who have worked there say, you know, it's boosted my confidence and there's no one look for a Hooters girl, and then people use that and go, oh, look what Hooters does for women, look at how good it makes these women feel. But the thing is, they were selected on a very strict beauty criteria. It's confirmation bias. They already had that advantage. But what I'm trying to say is that just because this is an environment that benefits some women doesn't mean it's good for women overall. And the people who are loudest about their experience tend to be the more positive ones, whereas the people who have complained about sexual harassment, you know, have just been given hush money. Also, there's victim blaming. Women who have worked there and complained about harassment have often been met with, well, what did you expect? You work at Hooters.
Factor makes hitting your protein goals.
Shut the fuck up, Factor. Never buy Factor ever, unless I get sponsored by them. Love Bush. I got a whole rainforest in this bitch. Let's go. Next react today.
I love
You
money,
should
I love
watch.
power, I love capitalism.
I love tits so much. I still haven't gotten top surgery, nor top, but we won't talk about my celibacy.
6 years, wasn't it? 6 years of being with that dude. It's crazy. I should leave. If you want to, Rocker, or you could stay and learn more about restaurants. It's up to you, though. Loki Ronk, you should contact a YouTube talent agency. What do YouTube talent agencies do? I do need to start building out my team more because I am tired of doing all of this alone. That is true. I get hit up by Clippers all the time, but I don't know. They just strike me as weird. The way they DM me annoys me. Yo, bro, let's build. Let's build, bro. I can add 10 million eyes to your content, bro. Let's build. No. Already no. Just from the way you're talking. 6 years, not 7 years, because I haven't felt like hooking up. You said the numbers. Sorry. That sucks. Bring your ads and sponsors and help take down copyright and deal with legal stuff and your money. Oh shit, I'll look into that then. No, it's your own fault, man. You typed the numbers. You should have known. I mean, come on, lock in. Okay, let's keep going. The employee handbook. Trigger warning: harassment, racism, and fat phobia.
Look, I've got the socks on. I highly doubt I'll be wearing the uniform again, but I will wear the socks again. Customers can go to many places for wings and beer, but it is our Hooters girls who make our concept unique. Hooters offers its customers the look of an all-American cheerleader, surfer, girl next door.
That's what they're going for, cheerleader. Okay, I see. Well, yeah, I don't know. They just have to change the whole branding then, because I feel like more sexualized cheerleader just like gives off a weird vibe. I don't know. At least for me, maybe it's because I don't really watch big sports, but cheerleader vibes give off like 16-year-old, like high school football game. Maybe that's why Twin Peaks does better too. They just leaned into like boobed up lumberjacks. I don't know. They need a top-down categorical vibe change. That's how I feel for sure. Runk definitely getting sponsored by Cuck Inc. Brother, never, man. I'm goddamn fight clubbing their institution, their main building. We've got a truck full of explosives under their corporate building, their home base. That's exactly what I was about to say, Runk. Dude, your philosopher rage baiting me. Is that a reference to my video, or did you genuinely have an idea that I had? If you like Hooters, you're gonna love Mardi Gras and Bourbon Street. Yeah, I mean it is getting worse, but it's still better.
I love capitalism.
Runk better wear the maid outfit on my birthday, the 25th of this month.
Been spamming the maid outfit lately. Yeah, I'm down. I can throw it
The
on.
essence of the Hooters concept is entertainment through female sex appeal, of which the look is a key part. When you are in the Hooters girl uniform, you are literally playing a role. Having been cast for that role, you must comply with the image and grooming standards that the role requires. No bizarre haircuts, styles, or colours are acceptable. Our look is wholesome, yet sexy. This is from an employee handbook back in 2006.
So they see it like hiring
I'm
actors.
aware that the majority of workplaces have a dress code, but I found the way that this was written to be very funny, so I wanted to share. They also mentioned how men aren't allowed to wear makeup, but women must. The recruitment process is like a casting.
No gay vibes. No gay vibes in my Hooters.
Cool.
That's so dumb. They could make so much more money, and they would deal with their PR nightmare instantly. Love me a big girl, disagree, and you're getting pegged by Donald Trump. What? I mean, hell yeah, brother. Good for you. I mean, good for us. Shout out to the big girls.
They seem to be.
That's crazy, dude. No queer vibes. That's, man. They could make so much more money. That's how you know they're like really homophobic too, because you know for a fact they would make way, way, way more money if they were even mildly accepting. Like, Jesus Christ.
Less strict now about tattoos and piercings, but you are very much still expected to look the part. And
like
the way
all
this has
American
been
cheerleader.
enforced, not so great. In 2010, Hooters was sued for weight discrimination. The company objected that its waitresses are entertainers whose looks are a business concern, and the case was settled through arbitration. One of the plaintiffs alleged that she was made an offer for a free gym membership and was told that if she did not improve in 30 days, her employment would be terminated. Awesome.
Was that AI? That looked like AI. LAI. Just want to say that. I hope that was stock footage. That lady's shoulders were big as shit, though. That looked like AI to me. Gay Hooters would make so much. That's what I'm saying. They could just do both. If you added in queer elements into Hooters, it's already gay Hooters, man. Lesbians love boobs. Like, come on. I think it was stock. Okay, never mind.
2015, a former
just allow some queer vibes and like you're good. How about goth Hooters? I mean, same thing. Just fold it in. Allow alternative makeup. Dude, allow lions, if lions worked at Hooters, to throw on the clown makeup. Like, you're getting so many different markets. The 2 Hour of Doom, oh, God. Stream might be crashing soon, just letting you know, in the next 5 to 10 minutes. We'll see how it goes, though. Runk, do you want me to send the playlist of Lazy Flash games to the server? Yes, sure, send it through. If the stream crashes tonight, I assume because it's so late, like, the majority of y'all are probably just going to go to bed. So if the stream crashes, we're just gonna resume this tomorrow. We'll watch the second half of this video, maybe do some more reacts, and then play Ghost of Tsushima. Because I assume like the vast majority of y'all are like, you know, forcibly keeping yourselves awake right now. Anyway, okay, let's keep going.
Employee was awarded
Until the crash, or maybe it just won't.
$250,000 after an arbitrator found that racial discrimination contributed to her termination. Johnson was terminated in August 2013 after her store manager told her,
Raid somebody. I'm not going to be able to raid anybody. My stream is going to crash, man. That's raiding won't be happening. Okay, let's
that
go.
she could not have blonde highlights in her hair. In 2024, there was a payout over post-pandemic rehiring practices after being accused of hiring back only the white and lighter-skinned women. The company...
Oh, dude, of course they're racist too, man. Of course. Runk, before stream dies, please react to the thing I sent in stream Rex. I'm going to focus on this, and if the stream crashes, I will watch it tomorrow. And then if the stream doesn't crash, then I'll just watch it at the end of this stream after this video. Gay Twin Peaks name called Mountain Everest or Pink Peak. You fuck with the names. There doesn't need to be like a gay Twin Peaks. Just add in gay elements to Twin Peaks, and you can have all of it, dude. Come on, dude. Lesbians and men in arms appreciating boobs. Like, that can happen. And then you add in some, you know, some buff dudes in there, some attractive guys, you know what I mean? Throw in some bears, throw in some tops, throw in some bottoms. You have the whole country coming up, man. Xenophobia goes crazy at Hooters. I mean, that sounds like they're hitting every ist in phobia at this point. Like, which makes sense. It's a bunch of old white dudes that started like a classic all-American girl boob restaurant. Of course, it's like, you know, clan with tits. Of course. I got a girl finna go to my homegirl's house. I hope you have a good night, Myth. Gay bar called Prostrate. That's funny. That's a good play on words. Okay, let's keep going.
He argued that skin tone is subjective but agreed to change some of its policies.
Raina? Is that right, Raina? Compliment her on her lack of nails. My, those are some non-glamorous nails you have. Have a seat. Maybe we'll do a bean eating contest, all right? Maybe we'll get all the girls, we'll shove their faces down in the beans and have them clean it up, you know? Right?
Who the fuck is this guy? What? What the fuck is this guy talking about? Shove them all in some beans. Just make them smell like pinto. Oh, ew, dude. Yo, rip this guy's skin off. Okay, let's keep going.
Her down. Good times, all right?
Do they seem to like those kind of things?
Hey, no rules.
No rules.
Okay? Girls are spoiled, man. So they're all prima donnas, all right?
Okay.
And listen, I know that I'm coming into this with shit-tinted goggles on, but it does seem that historically, Hooters does not deal with the root of these problems.
Stream is fucked. Did it happen? Are we glitching out, dude? Are we glitching? Hold on. Are we glitching? Lagging. Are we? Dude, without fail. Yeah? No shit. Okay. Be back tomorrow. Finish the vid and more reacts / Ghost of Tsushima. I'll be back tomorrow to finish the vid. More reacts / Tsushima. See y'all tomorrow. I'ma see if the raid works.